Alright, it's Saturday. I have, like I said before, about 75 gallons of sap here. I'm going around collecting all the sap that I have in the jugs, and most of my 5-gallon jugs are getting close to full. So I think today we're going to be boiling down some sap and making some syrup. I'm going to show you guys, this is before, and I'll show you guys the after as I get this tank filled up, and I'll show you how I set up my evaporation. Alright guys, on the side of the container I'm on, I have 150 gallons. On the other side of the container it's reading 120 gallons. So somewhere in between we have about 135 gallons of maple sap. That's plenty of sap to start making maple syrup. I'm going to get the evaporator set up and show you how I make maple syrup. Stay with me guys. Alright, what I'm doing here, this is my gate valve that goes out to my evaporator. So out here on the end, I'm going to have my evaporator set up. I'm threading this into the threaded fitting in the bottom of this tote right now. I have Teflon tape on the threaded fittings, and all the other fittings where the valve is and the orifice on the end of this are all glued together. So it's one big long piece. Alright, my valve is up in the air. My orifice is facing down. Make sure my valve is closed. I can open this valve up all the way. Now, when I get my evaporator set up under here, I can just crack this valve open, and I'll have my maple sap flow. Let's get this show on the road. I'm going to light the burner. Now with my burner lit, I'm adding sap. As you can see, I'm adding the sap there on the left-hand side of the pan. The reason being, it's going to help the sap circulate a little bit better over that burner. You can see in the pan last year where I had the burner in one place too long, and I started to scorch the pan a little bit. So, in an effort to keep the sap from scorching to the bottom of the pan, I'm going to try to do this. This seemed to work better last year for the second pan that I had made. What you basically have here is a turkey fryer with a stainless steel chafing dish on top, powered by a propane tank, and then you have right there my 275 gallon IBC water tote, whatever you want to call it, supplying it. So I'm going to cut that gate valve back here now and make it so it's just barely a drip into the chafing pan until it gets boiling. Alright, as you can see, I have the valve barely at a drip right now. But once this gets boiling and rolling, it's going to be evaporating off faster than it's dripping in right now. So I'll have to adjust the valve. Alright guys, I've had this running for now probably about 2 hours, maybe 3. I got a good rolling boil. I have my 275 gallon tank feeding my tray continuously. So everything that evaporates off is automatically put back in. So as the water evaporates out of your evaporating pan, or chafing dish in my case, your concentrate inside the pan is going to get darker and darker. As you saw a little earlier, it was nowhere near that dark. What it's doing is it's leaving the sugars in the pan and evaporating the water out. That's how you make the maple syrup. Well guys, this is all the prep work before I take this evaporated concentrate inside and finish it on the stove. You have to get it to a certain temperature to make certain maple products. So I'm going to say so long for now, and I'll see you guys on my next episode. I've had a lot of fun. Thanks for joining me. See you soon.